Have you ever wondered how the course of World War II could have been different if certain events had unfolded differently? World War II, a global conflict that spanned from 1939 to 1945, stands as one of the most devastating periods in human history. It involved over 30 countries, led by key players including the Allies, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, and the United States, and the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan. This war was a cataclysmic event that impacted every corner of the globe, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 60 to 80 million people, about 3% of the world's population at the time. It forever changed the geopolitical landscape, leading to the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, and marking the beginning of the Cold War. But what we know of World War II is often a tale of the major battles and strategies, the political maneuvering, and the horrific atrocities. However, there's another side to this war, a side less commonly explored but equally fascinating. This unseen side of World War II is filled with events, decisions, and happenstances that, had they gone differently, could have dramatically altered the course of the war. What if certain secret weapons had been completed and deployed? What if certain operations deemed unthinkable were put into action? Or what if certain leaders had not escaped death by a hair's breadth? These are the what-ifs that we often overlook, but they hold the potential to completely reshape our understanding of the war. It's these lesser-known facts, these intriguing what-ifs, that we will be exploring in this series. We'll delve into the unseen side of World War II, uncovering stories that could have potentially changed its course, and examining how different our world might look today had they come to pass. So prepare to dive into some intriguing what-if scenarios from World War II. Imagine if the Nazis had developed an atomic bomb before the Allies. Scary, isn't it? This unnerving thought isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. In World War II, Hitler and his regime were alarmingly close to developing their own atomic weapon, a secret project known as the Uranium Project. The Uranium Project was a top-secret initiative spearheaded by some of the most brilliant minds in Nazi Germany. Their objective was clear: to harness the destructive power of atomic energy for use in warfare. If successful, this weapon could have changed the course of the war, and indeed, the course of history. The plan was chillingly straightforward. By using uranium, a naturally radioactive element, the scientists aimed to create a chain reaction that would result in an explosion of unparalleled force. Their vision was a weapon that could level cities in a single blast, one that would make even the most formidable military powers tremble. But as we know, history took a different turn. Despite their efforts, the Nazis were unable to complete their atomic bomb before the war ended. The reasons why are complex and varied, from logistical problems to a lack of resources, to the intervention of Allied forces. Thankfully, the atom bomb remained a missed opportunity for the Nazis, and while we can't change the past, we can certainly learn from it, ensuring that such destructive power is never again placed in the wrong hands. What if World War II didn't end with Germany's defeat, but escalated into a conflict between the Allies themselves? This is not mere speculation, but the basis of a strategy conceived by none other than Winston Churchill himself. This strategy was called Operation Unthinkable, and as the name suggests, it was a plan so audacious, so daring, that it could have changed the entire course of human history. Let's delve into it. Operation Unthinkable was Churchill's secret plan for a surprise attack on the Soviet Union. After the defeat of Nazi Germany, the Allies, especially Britain, started to see the Soviet Union as a growing threat. Churchill, ever the strategist, developed a plan to neutralize this threat. The plan involved mobilizing the British and American armies, along with the remnants of the defeated German Wehrmacht, for a full-scale assault on the Soviet Union. Now, imagine the potential consequences if this plan had been executed. The world, already battered and bruised from the most devastating conflict in human history, would have been plunged into another catastrophic war. A war that could have escalated into World War III, with the potential to cause destruction on an even greater scale. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? World War II potentially escalating into World War III. The world as we know it might have been drastically different had Operation Unthinkable become a reality. Did you know that Hitler survived numerous assassination attempts during the war? Indeed, the infamous dictator's life was threatened not once, not twice, but a staggering 42 times. These attempts ranged from poison to pistols, and from bombs to briefcases filled with explosives. One of the most notorious plots was the July Plot, or Operation Valkyrie. Orchestrated by high-ranking German officers, the plan was to detonate a bomb during a meeting with Hitler. The bomb exploded, but fate intervened, and Hitler survived with minor injuries. Then there was the Oster conspiracy, a plan hatched by the German military in 1938. The plot was to arrest Hitler and charge him with high treason if he started a war. But the Munich Agreement put a halt to their plans, saving Hitler from an early demise. Another significant attempt was the Bürgerbrau Putsch, an ambitious plot in 1939 to blow up Hitler during a speech. But again, destiny had other plans. Hitler left the beer hall 20 minutes before the bomb exploded. These are just a few examples of the numerous plots to assassinate Hitler. Each failed attempt only solidified his belief in his invincibility and divine mission. It's chilling to think about the course of history, the lives that could have been saved, the atrocities that could have been prevented if any of these plans had succeeded. The world could have been a very different place if any of these assassination attempts had succeeded. Did you know that the Japanese had planned to invade Australia during World War II? This intriguing piece of history is often overlooked. Japan's military had formulated a strategy known as Operation FS, aimed at seizing control of Fiji, Samoa, and New Caledonia. The ultimate objective was to cut off Australia from its American allies, forcing it into submission. The plan was grand, but the execution never happened. The Battle of the Coral Sea, fought in May 1942, changed the course of the Pacific War. This was the first sea battle in history where aircraft carriers engaged each other, and it resulted in a strategic victory for the Allied forces. The Japanese, suffering heavy losses, were compelled to rethink their strategy. Operation FS was subsequently shelved, and the invasion of Australia never materialized. It's fascinating to imagine how different the world might have been if Japan had carried out this invasion. So, there you have it. 5 intriguing facts about World War II that could have changed its course. We've uncovered the unseen facets of the war, explored the secret weapon that never saw battle, delved into the audacious Operation Unthinkable, revisited Hitler's brushes with death, and pondered the potential Japanese invasion that never came to be. It's a reminder that history is not just about what happened, but also about what could have happened. Until next time, keep pondering the what-ifs of history